Welcome friends, this is another video in my AWS Certified Machine Learning Specialty Exam preparation material. So in this video we are going to go over the AWS data store for machine learning. So basically the different data store services under AWS that can be used for any machine learning related problems. We'll go through them. Again, this topic is not something which is extensively covered in the exam, so the information that I'm sharing, it is a very limited amount of information. We just need to have some idea around these services for the exam. So I'll not be going in depth or doing any kind of demos on these services. So the first service is of course the AWS Redshift service. Now it's basically the service. It's a service from AWS which can be used for any kind of data warehousing that we want to do, or SQL analytics, or any online analytical data processing or OLAP related data. So it is basically a scenario where the data is in a columnar fashion, or we are talking about a columnar fashion of data. It can either directly load the data from S3 into the Redshift, or it can use something called a Redshift Spectrum service to query the data directly into S3 without loading it. So that is how Redshift works. Then there is second things is RDS or Aurora. Now RDS is basically or Aurora, basically these are relational stores, the classical SQL and the online transactional processing, or a row by row data processing. So here the data is not columnar, but it's row by row. So this is the very classical way how we handle data. So this kind of data may not be directly used in any of our machine learning related problems, but it is it is indeed sometimes used for storing some sort of relational information around the model. So we need to keep one more thing in mind with regards to the relational store, that the server for using these RDS and Aurora or any relational store services, the servers must be provisioned in advance. So that's about these two. Then the next is DynamoDB. So anytime there is a reference to NoSQL, it's DynamoDB. So DynamoDB is the NoSQL data store. It's serverless. We can provision the read-write capacity as per our need. It is also useful in storing the machine learning models directly once the model is built. So we can actually store the pickle files, or the model that has been generated. We can store it in a DynamoDB. It is not directly used for storing any kind of data that the machine learning system will actually use to read or process. It is only for the model. Now the next, the final thing, of course, S3 is the data, is the final it is also one of the data stores. S3 is a simple storage service, as the name suggests, and it can store objects. It is again serverless, and there is infinite scalability in terms of the storage, and it has a very good integration with most of the AWS services. So S3 is something that will be significantly used when it comes to machine learning related problems. Then there is something called Elasticsearch. Now Elasticsearch again is not directly used for storing or processing any machine learning related data, but whenever there is a scenario of indexing of data and we want to do or perform some fast search amongst the data points, that's when Elasticsearch can come into picture. And if you want to perform any analytics like clickstream analytics, that is analytics on any real-time data set, then Elasticsearch is the way to go. Then the final thing is the ElastiCache. It is nowhere related to machine learning, but whenever there is a reference to any kind of caching mechanism, this is one of the ways to cache data. So if there is a scenario where maybe not directly, but there is a need for caching some sort of data in a machine learning related ecosystem, then ElastiCache is the way to go. So these are the different data store services that we will be touching up, or the exam might be touching up with respect to the certified machine learning specialty. So I hope this information will be useful, and yeah, I'll continue making such videos, and in the hope of helping anybody else who is also preparing for this exam. So yeah, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.